What is up, guys? Jake from OneHive here with the next war recap video. And I want to start off by apologizing for yesterday's absence of an 8 o'clock video like there always is. Not sure what happened. I started the upload well in advance and it just seemed like it did not. I don't know if my internet was throttled for some reason or what. Uploaded all night and did not get done in time. But it did come out. But because of that, I didn't get to do 2 videos yesterday. So to make it up for you, I did you guys a big old fat long recap video as well. You saw a lot of live attacks in the war, but you're going to get to see a lot of ones that we did not catch on the live attacks today. So let's get to it. As you know from the last video, we did not come out on top on this one. Down by 1 star. Really tough war. Really good job on both sides. Was a lot of fun. We enjoy, wars, win or lose, just having hard bases to go against. Having good attackers go against our bases, etc., just makes it so much more fun than your ordinary war. So we'll go through and look at what they did to our bases. Obviously, you guys already know, but all Town Hall 10s 2-starred, except for that bottom one 3-starred, and the Town Hall 9s all 3-starred. On the other side, you guys know the deal there as well. If you saw yesterday's video, it is, let's see, it's all Town Hall 10s 2-starred and all Town Hall 9s 3-starred. So good job to everybody on both sides. Was a really close war, and playing with COC come out on top. Excuse me. I am going to go ahead and show the attack that determined the war. Just only seems fitting to display it because it was the one that changed everything. When Jake 21889 3-starred our boy Plow with a really solid attack here. You see he's got 5 lightning spells and 1 quake, and what he's waiting for here, we'll fast forward just a little bit. Is his queen to make her rounds, come back around. He's going to try to take out the queen, the inferno tower, and that CC. Times it just right. Boom. They all go down. No air defense is taken out, but has those 3 key things taken down with those lightnings and that quake. Then comes in with his golems on the side here, his queen, some wizards creating a funnel. Just let this develop, letting some of the trash buildings get cleared out of the way. First group of wall breakers comes in right here, opens up that first compartment. Second group right there. He sends in the 3rd group of wall breakers right here. These wall breakers are just unbelievable, waiting perfectly for everything to be distracted when they're just out of range, so nothing can target them. But right here was the amazing part to me. Waits for this Tesla to go down, which was very smart because they would open that compartment, then drops these wall breakers in, and they're in range of this multi-inferno. So how he knew, I mean, look at that. 1 less wall breaker, and he doesn't get through. That compartment doesn't open up. The king does not reroute, and this is not a 3-star, but it did happen. He comes in. The king comes running right back up there, gets that 2nd air defense, gets the inferno tower, just changes the outcome of the entire thing. Then he just comes in. He knows he's safe here, sending in his balloons right behind his lava hounds, just a lava hound for each one of those ADs, just swarming the base with those balloons right here. And really, at this point, it's just overkill. So many balloons left over at the end of this race, just crazy. You see that first lava hound going down, the second one coming up. It's about to go down. Just a few more shots right there. It's down, but look at all these balloons coming up. The queen's still up. Just absolutely smashed it. Everything perfect. What can you say? It happens, I guess. It's just one of them attacks. They got it done at the Town Hall 10, and we did not. So good job there to Jake W. All right, we'll fast forward through that, and we will get over to our side. Now, I'm not going to show Town Hall 10th on this one because you on the second video you saw second live attack video, you saw a lot of Town Hall 10 attempts, and besides that it was just safe 2-star stuff. So we're not going to worry about that. We're going to get right into some 3-star attacks that we missed on the live attacks. First one being the very first one of the war that we missed. Hold My Beer going in the opening seconds. He beat me to it. I was just trying to finish something up and didn't quite get here in time, or I would have caught this one live. But very nice attack. Comes in, look at this Zap Quake queued up here. I love how when Hold My Beer does this, he comes in, he Zap Quakes one of those offside air defenses and takes out all 3 of the other air defenses with his kill squad, and then no Lava Hound needed, just comes in with his stoned 3 golems going in, sends in that last wall breaker right there to open everything up. Then everything's going forward. He gets the queen's going to reroute here in just a moment. She takes out that storage. She's going to start heading back in. Drops the rage down, and then a few more wall breakers to get him in there into that compartment and open. All he needs is 1 under rage there, but he had lots of extra just to play it safe there. So right there, the king goes down after the CC troops have targeted those golems. The queen's stepping up. She's going to start dealing with that dragon. And then here in just a moment, he drops that jump spell that's going to allow the king to get all the way to the queen, and the queen's going to sit. His queen is going to sit back and take out these air defenses, so he knows he's safe there. So beautiful job. Here comes the Zap Quake on the last remaining air defense. It goes down. Now he's got 15 balloons just to target every defense on the outside of this base, just absolutely swarming it with balloons. Beautiful attack. It really, really was. I'm not sure why he didn't go ahead and just send those balloons all the way around. What all he was waiting for there, but regardless, it was perfect. It was beautiful. Just love watching those balloons. And they did have a troll Tesla over here on the right side that he didn't know about because this was the first attack. But when you wreck a base this hard, troll Tesla means very, very little. All the balloons, look at these balloons closing on these wizard towers. Boom, boom, just smashing them out. And then there's probably, I don't know, 10 balloons left. So they're not going to have no trouble with that Tesla. In fact, we'll just fast forward. So they come, look at all those bombs there. Just everything going off, but they get over there, take it out again when he had that many left. Had he not had that many left, it might have been a time issue, but he did, and excellent attack by Hold My Beer. All right, moving on. Let's just drop down a couple. Let's get these top few out of the way. I didn't seem to catch those. Noah taking on number 10, doing it with the Queen Walk. I love this one because you see that big open, I guess, funnel that he's created with his base there just to push any troops down towards the middle, which is exactly what you'd want to do with this queen here. So he just drops that queen down. Bunch of healers on her. That level 30 queen's going to be fine. Drops a few wizards just to create the funnel, make sure she is going to the core of the base. She's going to do a lot of tanking. She's going to take a lot of structures out. There is a lot of HP right there, but when you have level 30 queen, she goes through it pretty quickly. And he's got a rage for her. So when she gets up here, starts to deal with these CC troops and all that, she's going to be raged up. So no big deal. On the right side, he drops a golem down, sends in the jump spell with his king, a few wizards there. Just a queen swap, basically, but it does have the golem, so he's going to get some extra structures for it because the golem's doing a lot of tanking. The king's going to get right in, basically untouched, take that queen out, and move on to some other defenses and stuff like that. Now, the queen has finally cleaned up most of this high HP stuff, and she's going to start moving in here in just a moment, which will get her towards that CC. And I believe everything will start coming out. A couple of it go to the right there. The P.E.K.K.A. does go towards the queen, but he drops that rage down, just uses her ability. I mean, a P.E.K.K.A., yeah, you see there's a big chunk of her health, but all you got to do is use the ability. I guess if he didn't have the ability, she might have been in trouble, but he did. She goes down, and that is pretty much that for this base. If you look at it, he's taken out so many just double giant bomb spots. He's got 26 hogs. I mean, for what he's taken out of this base, almost 40%, to have 26 hogs in the bag with 2 heal spells, that's massive. He is just waltzing through this base. Queen's locked onto that CC, so it'll go down in just a moment, and then that X-Bow will be going down next. And that was a big one. I think there's a double bomb set right there. We'll see in just a moment. She takes it out. He's just holding patiently on his heal spells. His hogs are really not taking a lot of damage. No, there's a bunch of small bombs there. Hogs are not taking a lot of damage. He finally just goes ahead and sends the rest of his hogs in. You see the only real threat left in this base is that little grouped up Tesla farm around that X-Bow. But again, with 2 heal spells, he heals them on the way into it, and then obviously heals them right over the top of it, and that is going to be that for the base. The queen's there. Some of those skeletons start popping, but the queen's locked onto them, so she's picking those off pretty quickly. They don't even really get to focus on the hogs much, but he drops the poison just in case. Beautiful attack. Absolutely smashed it. Love how he sent that queen right through the center. She was up the whole time and ended up with full health, so doing her job for sure. Hogs left for cleanup, wizards for cleanup. Beautiful attack by Noah. I need a drink here. I've got something in my throat. All right. Moving down one more. Number 11, our boy Alpha Dog. Smashing this base out with a Golaloon. And I like this one because it's just a good old-fashioned, I think this is just a shattered Golem. He might have a third Golem in that CC. We'll see if he drops it in here in a moment. But just drops his Golems down. Normal, simple stuff here. Test wall breaker. A few more wall breakers go in. Wizards creating the funnel. Golems start to head in here. And I like this down here. Obviously, he sends the one giant to draw fire from to draw the CC out. Is a Golem in there. So, it's just going to be a time sink. Nothing that's a threat, really, to taking out any troops. Drops that minion down there. He's going to go in at the bottom here. Yes, he does have that third Golem there. Goes in at the bottom to take this queen out with its king swap. But again, bringing the Golem so that he almost had a wall breaker fell. Actually, he did have a wall breaker fell there, but got the king on the wall pretty quickly. The Golem, thank God he had it there, doing some tanking. Already busted into Golemites. But right here, the king busts through, and he's going to get that queen taken out very, very quickly. Everything's still focused on that last Golemite. Uses that king's ability. He's going to smash through all that. Now he can send in his Laloon part of the attack. Goes in with this one lava hound there. A bunch of balloons on that side. He knows that his queen is going to step up in just a moment. You see that jump spell? He knows his queen's going to get to these back two air defenses. She's probably a little slower than he wanted her to be, but there she is. She's made it. All she's got to do, I would use the ability already here, take those out as quickly as possible before my balloons start getting in range. But right there, that last air defense is being targeted. As it goes down, he's pretty much safe. Drops that haste spell, keeps his balloons moving through quickly. That's GG. Excellent attack. Good plan. Again, a little bit, the timing was a little bit off. That's hard to time when that queen's going to finally get there and deploy your balloons and all that. But I think Alpha Dog did a really, really nice job getting the 3-star there. Good job, buddy. We'll fast forward through this one because we've got a bunch to go. Let's see. Yeah, we got quite a form. I'm going to make it up to you guys. Didn't mean to not have video out for you. I feel bad about it, but this will be worth it. All right. Dr. J taking on number 13. Coming at it again with a Golot Loon. A lot of Golot Loon this war. And you saw me attempt to them. Their bases were just sort of susceptible to it. And obviously both of mine were fails, but it doesn't mean that the bases weren't susceptible to it. It just means that I didn't take it out, which is to be expected with a Golot Loon attack. A few wall breakers come in here, 3 golems, just that stone goho, but obviously you can see he's going to go in and get 3 air defenses. I like this because it's just taking what's there, forcing it in there, getting those air defenses taken care of. He's got the jump spells, 2 of them. He's going to jump all the way over to that queen, let his troops come over, the king come over and take it all out. Poisons down for the CC troops. There's the first jump, moving in. Already deploying some balloons away from those air defenses that are left there, and there's only a few left. And now the Tesla farm on this one was right there next to that air defense, but as you can see, the king, the golem, everything's right in there tanking for it. They're going to take, in fact, most of it out even, so pretty ineffective on that one. But here comes the king down to take that defending queen out. She goes down. Here comes the balloons and that 1 lava hound. Really didn't even need this lava hound. I mean, he could have done this with 6 more balloons, no question about it. It is doing some tanking, so that's great. But it was unnecessary. All the air defenses got taken out. You see everything's closing in here. Last few defenses are going down pretty quickly. That Tesla goes down, and that is pretty much a wrap, as this top archer tower is the last defense standing, and it goes down to the next bomb drop. Beautiful attack by Dr. J. Murda. All right, let's get this one done. Moving on to our boy Hell, taking on 15 and doing what Hell does, which is queen walks with a, I don't know if he even has a golem here. He might. Yeah, I think he's got a golem in the CC. So queen walk, but look what he's doing here. This guy had a lava hound in the CC, so keeping the queen away from it, letting her do her thing, walking completely away from that. You see he's got that giant down there and just a few wall breakers. That all he wanted to do was open that compartment up, and he did. Giant was for distraction, wall breakers to open it up. And the reason why is because that queen's going to march right into the face of that Tesla farm with those healers on her and take everything out. Now from the bottom, he is, let's see, where's he going to start on this one? I know he's waiting just a little bit. There's the 4th Tesla that's going to get taken out as well. The king comes over, goes ahead and drops that rage on the queen just to help her deal with that a little bit quicker. Here we go with the bottom attack. Golem goes down. Few wizards start to create that funnel. He's just going to march that king in there, get that queen taken care of. Queen's doing her thing up top, just smashing those lava hounds, smashing those Teslas as the lava hound pops and comes out. But that has no effect to this golem, to the king, anything down here on the bottom. Really doesn't care about that lava hound at all. Here in just a moment, the queen's going to engage, and the king will lock on right there. Boom, he's coming in, taking her out. You see the queen's still doing work up there. Here comes the hogs from the right side. Just a small group wants to come in here. These are sacrificial hogs. Then the larger group coming in from the bottom there. That air defense goes down. They come over. They trigger the bomb. Boom. Nobody cares. Drops the heal spell. And the queen's still doing her thing up top, still being healed and tanking for that expo, which is really, really nice. Still has 6 hogs in the bag. Another 2 heal spells. Working his way through this base slowly but surely. Drops the 2nd heal spell down. Last few hogs coming in on the left side. And a heal spell for them because they're going to take out both of those point defense, which is great. And everything you can see is just converging here at this point. That expo is almost dead. It goes down. Now nothing is hitting the queen anymore. She's completely full health, and the last defense goes down. Kaboom. There is a few lava pups, but nothing that's going to take out all of his hogs or anything. A few balloons for cleanup. I'm not sure what the intention of those were in the first place. Could have had more hogs there, but whatever. Has them for cleanup. They do a little bit of work, but for the most part, they just go down to those pups. Good job, Hell. All right. Moving on. Blue Proud taking on number 17. Go Vaho with a healer. Healers for the queen walk here. where's he starting? On the right side over here, drops that queen down, drops the healers down, and that wizard just to create that funnel, push her the direction he wants her to go. As that collector goes down, she's going to be heading north here. Wants to get that builder hut, which he does. Then the king, coming out to attack this golem that he's dropped, creating his funnel here. And I like these couple of hogs right there, just to get in there and take those defenses out that are targeting his golem. Nothing really targeting them. The spring trap does send them flying, but they did get the wizard tower for it. Queen's doing her thing. She's continuing to walk. CC troops, a few of them at least, start to come out towards her here. The rest of them come down to the kill squad. No big deal. That queen can handle them pretty easily. The jump spell's down. The Valks are in. The heal spell's down for them. They're dealing with that. They're just giants in there. I don't think there was any real damage coming. They melt pretty quickly. And the queen's going to continue on around. He wants to get up to that defending queen here, which obviously she's going to engage once his queen gets in range, which is right here. Can pop that ability, and boom, she's going to go down in just a few shots. Take her out. You see the kill squad has made the core. They're in there just getting rid of possible double bomb spots and taking out defenses. Now he can start with that surgical hog deployment all around the base. He has 2 heal spells for him, so he can drop those pretty liberally. I mean, the queen's still up doing her thing, taking defenses out. The king's still in that core doing a lot of tanking, distracting for those hogs. Nothing really focusing on them. So he goes ahead and drops that first heal spell. As you can see, very few defenses left at this point. The queen's working on a wall. Once she gets in there to that compartment, she will be able to help take out those last few up in that direction. She's also tanking for that archer tower. So again, just another defense that is not focused on his hogs. But he does drop that last heal spell down. They take the archer tower out, and from there just work their way down south. The only real threat being that Tesla, but the hogs do get down there and deal with it pretty well here. A few skeletons on them, but very few. Take that Tesla out, and that is the game for this one. Very, very nice attack by Blue Proud. Smashed it. Good job, buddy. All right, we got some more here. We got about 4 more attacks to show you guys. I told you it's going to be a nice long one. I think you guys are going to like it. So got plenty of good attacks left to show. Pero being one of them on number 18. And I like this one because it's when you're designing a base like this and you have these offset heroes, it's usually not wise, and he's probably trying to defend against suicide dragons, but it's usually not wise to put an air defense right there simply because you can go, it opens you up so much to just this good old-fashioned cold-blooded go la loon. Take the queen out, and the CC is right there. It's just right, it's right in your face. It has a golem in it to where it's just a time sink. There's no damage coming from it. So you come in there with your golem, your little miniature kill squad with just your heroes. You're taking out 2 towers. You're taking out the king, the queen, the CC troops, and an air defense. The rest of the base is just primed for a go la loon attack, for a quad lava hound attack, sending them in on the normal rule of however many air defenses you have left. +1 lava hound will pretty much handle it. The queen starts stepping up here, taking out those altars, and then that air defense is next. Also going to get a sweeper for it. So really a pretty high value for a really small kill squad there. Right there, they use the ability on the king. Excuse me. First, a lava hound goes down with a rage and a few balloons. Comes in, starts tanking. You always double up on the first one because that one's going to melt pretty quick. There's going to be traps. Everything's focused on it. So it goes down, but more balloons coming in behind it. Nice and patient here, just working that counterclockwise motion around the base. Everything's going to start pushing into the core, which is exactly what you want. You'll see already 1 balloon on the center dropping down on that X-bow that's in the core there. X-bow is targeting on the lava hound, so that's perfect. There on that last one, he's got all of his hounds deployed at this point. But you see, again, those balloons cutting across the core. That's when you know you've done the counterclockwise or clockwise deployment correctly, because everything is pushing them into that middle, and they're going to start taking out those defenses that are supposed to be taking out the balloons, but instead they go down. So right here, his last lava hound's down, but the balloons have closed in on that remaining air defense. You see a lot of cleanup around the outside. 1 cannon left, and that is that beautiful attack by our boy Pero. All right. Couple more here. Let's look at Moi, taking on 23. Jake 3.0. Very strange base on this one. Very just sort of off-centered, open base. I mean, look at the compartments. There's really, one's not even a compartment, but the town hall is that, I guess you could consider that a compartment. And then the queen and those X-bow on the left compartment. Those 3 compartments are 90% of the base. So just jumps into the first one with the king, takes out that defending queen. 1 balloon down there to take out that cannon, which is nice. And then the queen up here, just going to do her thing, take out that 1 air defense and the defending king. Walk around a little bit, just good value for it, pretty cheaply. You see that the lava hound is the what's in the CC, but from there he doesn't care. He took out that air defense with the queen. That was her job. If she focuses on everything else the rest of the raid, no big deal. He comes in with his lava hounds, comes in with his balloons, just heavy on that one side, dropping them just a little bit of a clockwise motion. You see that lava hound coming over. In fact, all three of these lava hounds coming over to that last remaining air defense. They're clumping up there. One of them does bust right here, I think. No, actually it doesn't. They bust when these expos on one, and I think they get a little bit of trap love here in just a minute and bust a second one. But really has a lava hound left over at this point. You know, just did it really, really fast, and also has a swag rage on this one. So I mean, he really smashed this base. It wasn't even close. You see a full health lava hound there, barely even touched. And look at all those balloons and pups just everywhere. Absolutely killed it. And like I said, swag this rage out here at the end, drops it down, and kaboom, gets the 3-star. Excellent attack by Milan. All right. Couple more here. I got you guys that like these lower hero attacks. I had a couple that I really liked on this one. One's from our boy Ivan. You guys have seen him numerous times doing this. 14, 15 heroes. So basically the minimum of what OneHive would require, or most war clans, minimum of what they would require. So coming out with a couple of golems. He's got a couple of witches in the bag there too. Creating this funnel. And then right there, I love those 2 hogs on that cannon. Just sneaking in there, taking that out, softening the blow that's coming into his golem. They take out that archer tower as well, and just help start moving into the basics. Pretty much go down there. Lava hound comes out. You see the witches are down. Skeletons getting out front, moving, doing a little bit of tanking, distracting. The king goes down with that jump spell. He's going to get into that sort of center large compartment, which is going to draw the queen out. Right there, the lava hound does explode. Goes down pretty quickly. All those pups do. The queen working on it. Some of those wizards working on it. All that goes down pretty nicely. Here come the hogs from the bottom side here, just pretty much spamming them in there. Mini Asian wall, I guess. Tesla Farm Pops just drops a heal on them, no big deal. They're right there. They're perfectly safe. A single bomb goes off, but they're still standing in the hill. You see the king is having to actually beat through this wall, and when he does, the queen takes him out. So she doesn't go down, but the wall's opened at this point, and those wizards just blast her down pretty quickly there. Hogs moving their way through. Still has a heal spell for him. Another giant bomb goes off, drops them wisely down there on all that point defense, targeting his hogs, and as they work their way through, they take that out. The kill squad has moved its way up with like one hog distracting. The queen's up there, though. All of that up top is pretty much going to get wrecked. Hogs moving their way as soon as that goes down up to the last few defending defenses. And the fact is that the golemites are tanking for the hogs, doesn't need a heal spell for them. They're just going to waltz right in and take out both of those archer towers and then start with cleanup. Get the 3-star. Beautiful job by Ivan. Smashed it. Fully maxed out Town Hall 9 if I'm not mistaken there. I might have to go back and look at that, but I'm pretty sure it was. Killed it with those level 15 heroes. So nice job, Ivan. All right, one more for you guys, and we will wrap this one up. Miguel taking on 35 right here. Looking at this one, he's got 13, 12 heroes, and taking on not a fully maxed out Town Hall 9, but a developed one. You know, it's not like a rush Town Hall 9 or something crazy like that. He's doing it with a nice Govaho. Comes at it with a couple of golems over here, just distracting all those troops, dropping his wizards down, creating a nice wide funnel. Again, he's using those valves, so he wants to make that funnel nice and wide, which he does. And then right here, the wall breakers come in, open everything up for him. And as soon as that the golems start to go in and start tanking for the CC troop, which is a lava hound, no big deal, he comes in with his king and his Valks right here. That one balloon right there dropping on that cannon, pretty smart. Actually got a black bomb, but you know, it was a good thought. Right there, the Valks are coming in. He's got the jump spell and some heals, but they're not taking too much damage right there. Goes ahead and drops that heal spell for him and the jump just to draw him in there. As soon as that cannon goes down, they'll get right in it and heal themselves back up and obviously get down there to that queen. That's where he wants to direct them to. Good job on placing it, letting the golems into the core to tank for those expos. And here come the hogs from the bottom. Valks are still up. Queen just melted. The Valks are doing a lot of tanking right there for these hogs coming in from the bottom. They're able to just go from defense to defense, taking them out with very little damage coming their way. He's got two heal spells left still and 8 hogs to the floor, and he's got over 40% of this base cleared. No question going to be a 3-star. Drops that poison for some of those pups that are beating on his golems up there. First heal spell right there goes down. Still got more hogs to deploy. We're very few defenses left at this point. He can deploy the rest of his hogs. Go ahead and drop that heal spell for that Tesla farm that's coming up. Nice placement on that. You don't have to drop it right over the center of it. Get them while they're coming in. Get them while they're there. By the time they get out of that heal, all the defenses are basically dead. He's going to have one wizard tower left, and that is going to be that. So beautiful attack by Miguel. Absolutely crushed it. Love the plan. Love the execution. Good job, buddy. All right. That is it, guys. Again, so much coverage from this war. I wanted to give it to you guys. I was still in the celebratory mood for the 100,000 subscribers, and plus having the mix up with video today. Just wanted to give you guys a nice long one. Hope it wasn't too long. Hope you enjoyed all of the attacks. Again, great war. Good job to everybody at OneHive and playing with COC. Was epic. I'm sure we will do it again in the future someday. Until next time, Jake from OneHive doing my best to help you guys suck less.